Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to do a quick unboxing and first impressions video for ARZOPA A1 GAMUT portable 15.6-inch Full HD monitor. So let's get started. So here's how the packaging looks like. You can see the specs are printed at the bottom left on the back of the screen, back of the box. Here's the UPC, some additional barcodes. So it looks pretty nice. So let's crack it open. Okay, let's see what's inside of it. So it feels like I'm opening a tablet. So here's the portable monitor. So I'm gonna keep it aside. There's a USB-A to USB-C cable. There's a USB-C to USB male cable. A user guide. A mini HDMI to a full HDMI cable, and a power adapter. On the other side of the box, there's a protective layer. So let's open the monitor itself. I like it when they open clean. Some of them, they just stare into the packaging and it's not a good look. Okay, so let's keep this aside. So here's how it looks. It kind of feels like a tablet with a folio on top of it, to be honest with you. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Guess I need to figure out how to use it. So it's magnetic, obviously. So let me figure out how to set it up and then I'll be back. Okay, so it just looks like it's going to be supported by this folio by standing against at the table. So it looks very flimsy. I don't think it's going to be very stable, but let me connect it and see what happens. Okay, so I've connected the USB-C of my Dell Inspiron laptop into the USB-C port of the external display. So you can see it's pretty awkward because my USB-C port on my monitor, on my Dell monitor, is to the left-hand side of the laptop, and then the input USB-C is also on the left-hand side of the external monitor. So it would have been nice if they are on the opposite sides so that the cabling looks cleaner. Right now the cable is going behind the scenes. Also, let's take a look at the ports that the external monitor has. So you can see that there are two USB-C ports. There's a mini HDMI port. This is the back. And then on the other side, you can see that there's a 3.5 mm jack for going out, so audio out. So you can put a headphone on or an external speaker connected to it. And then there's a OSD display control. And then there's a power button. So let's go into my display settings and see what kind of options are available to configure the external display. So if I click on identify, I can see that the external display is display number 2. So let me try it again. Display number 2. So I'm going to go back into the settings and then see if I can access the HDR settings. You can see display number 2 is marked as ARZOPA display. So here I can, it doesn't let me turn on use HDR, but it does allow me to turn on HDR when I'm playing HDR video. And then some options for battery consumption. You can see that the external display is completely powered by my laptop's battery. As you already know, Dell is not very good when it comes to battery life. So using this external display is definitely going to drain the battery faster. So let's take a look at the display quality. I'm going to play a quick video and show you guys how it looks like. I'm going to increase the brightness to the max. Okay, let's look at this trailer. So the maximum resolution for this is 1080p anyway, and I'm setting the video quality to be 1080p. So I must say that the overall quality is not that bad at all. Let me disable the audio. So compared to my regular monitor, I'm going to play the same video on my regular monitor, regular laptop screen, so that I can give my sense of the difference between the quality of both the screens. The Dell Inspiron definitely has an excellent screen. The colors look bright. Contrast ratio is wonderful. I've never had any problems with quality issues on my Dell Inspiron. But let's play the same video on my laptop and see how it is different. Okay, of course, it's going to be a very subjective test. But the quality is quite similar. So I don't think I'm going to have any issues with the quality of the picture on the external monitor. Okay, so let's quickly go through the manual. And the manual kind of talks about how to properly use the stand. So I'm using position number 4 right now, and it seems to work pretty well. And then there are some instructions on how to use the different kinds of cable that are available to make a connection, especially with Type-C to Type-C, which is what I'm using. You can also use HDMI to mini HDMI. That would actually be my preferable way to connect if I want to use an external power supply. So now I can plug in an external use the external power adapter that comes with the external display. This way it doesn't draw power from the laptop itself directly. Also, another good advantage of this is that you can connect this to a phone, like Android, for example. You can use DeX connectivity with Samsung, and kind of like you get a full desktop style working environment on the go. So I don't even need to carry my laptop unless I want access to Windows. I can just connect my phone to this, and then I can carry a Bluetooth mouse or a Bluetooth or a Bluetooth keyboard, and then I can completely be mobile and be very productive on the go. So you can see that I can even connect a gaming console. As you can see, I bought it from Amazon. And let's quickly go over the specs. So it's 15.6 inches, full HD 1080p display. It has an IPS panel. That's the reason why the quality is actually very very good. Contrast ratio is 1200:1. It does support HDR, but I probably need to fiddle with the settings to get that to work, as we've seen earlier. It weighs around 1.44 pounds, which is not that heavy actually. So overall, I think the build quality is there. I was able to buy this for 80 bucks. Right now it's available for 95.99 with a $10 coupon. So the price kind of fluctuates. Sometimes you'll be able to see when it goes on sale for 80 bucks. I definitely recommend to maybe put a price alert for a lower price offering if you want to buy it. So overall, my first impressions, I am actually very impressed with the connectivity options, the display quality of the monitor, of the external monitor itself. It's 60 hertz. I wish it operated at maybe 144 hertz, and it's only 1080p. I don't think that's going to be an issue because we're just looking at 15.6 inches of real estate. So that's not a lot of screen. So 1080p should be perfectly fine for business views, for web browsing, emails, and even a little bit of programming. So 1080p should be perfectly fine. You can see that they do have a higher 144 hertz option, but that's going to cost you around $125, $29 plus taxes. So it's for $150 with a $20 coupon. So it's going to be around $130 plus taxes. So overall, I definitely recommend this. I'm going to review a couple of other external monitors as well, compare and contrast and see which one I like the most. So thanks everyone for joining. I really appreciate you for liking this video and subscribing to my channel, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.